Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Travis Dykes. Today we're going to be working on some bass chords. It's going to change your life. It's going to be insane. But before we do that, I need to get some coffee. Like, real bad. So, let's go get some coffee. Alright, so I just got to Kroger, which is where I'm having to get my coffee. Starbucks, Kroger. Because I'm not right inside of Nashville right now. If y'all didn't know, I live in Nashville, Tennessee. But yeah, we're gonna go in here, see if we can wake me up a little bit. So, yeah. Yes, I do have an amp in my back seat. Now that I have my coffee in me, here's the lesson. All right, so today we're going to be covering the basic chords on bass. You know, bass is not necessarily a chord instrument for real, but chords are a really cool thing you could do to kind of spice up like different things that you play and different songs that you play. So first we're going to start off with the triads, and then we're going to start off with the major and minor 7 chords, and then we're going to go into dominant, just hit the dominant chords real quick, just a couple. So first we're just going to do root position on all these. So we're going to play a triad across all 4 strings, and so it's going to be and by the way, every chord is a 1, 3, and 5. That's a 1, 3, and 5 is a major chord, and 1 flat 3 and 5 equals a minor chord. Okay, so just know that going into this. So we got like I said, 1, 3, 5. We're gonna play our 1. We're in the key of A, so we're playing an A chord. So we gotta play 1, which is the A. Our 3, which we're doing right here on the G string, and then we're gonna go and put our 5 right there on the A string, so it should sound like this. Okay, that's pretty much, that's how, like, just the way you do it across 4 strings, so it's got a really kind of big sound. I use my index, middle, and ring just like that. All right, and so that's across the 4 strings. Here it is on the 3 string way. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to actually play this with my pinky, the root of it. So it's going to be a D major triad. So we're going to play, that's our 1, 3, and our 5, just like that. So 1 with the pinky, 3 with the ring, 5 with the index. So the same thing, just across 3 strings. And you could also use this here on the E string too. That's one of the beauties about bass. You could immediately transfer it to like just about anywhere because they're all 5th apart. So yeah. All right, so now the next one is going to be minor, which is going to be really, really simple. It's all it is going to be playing basically across 4 strings, what we're gonna do is just gonna take our 3 down. Like I said, it's a 1 flat 3 5. What we're gonna do is take our 3 down to a flat 3. So when we flat something, we take it down 1 fret. So this is our 3. We're just gonna take it down 1 fret. So I'm gonna have to change my fingering a little bit and play 1 flat 3 right there with my middle. And then I use my pinky for the 5 to get that sound right there. Okay. All right, and so that's your minor chord over 4 strings. This would be your minor chord over 3 strings, which would be like just kind of the same way. So you know how we did our major chord? All we're gonna do is take down our 3 and flat it, or flat our 3. So what we're gonna do is just take it down, just like that. 1 fret down. Now you got a minor chord. So I had to change my fingering a little bit on this one too. Just pinky, middle, index, just like that. So minor, minor. Okay. So that's it for the triads. Now we're going to look at the major 7 chords. Major 7s, I'm going to do it in a kind of like a 3-note way. Some people, you could do it in a 4-note chord. It's an actual in real theory, it's a 4-note chord, but you don't have to have all the notes for it to sound like a major 7. So some of the main ones you need is the 1, the 3, and the major 7. And so that's how you make one on bass, because bass you don't want to be doing a whole bunch of chords that are like spread like 4-note chords, because this is not necessarily a guitar. If we want to make something, you know, add a chord or any kind of chord like quality to it, you want to make it, give it like a just like a more of like a split kind of sound, which I'm going to go into that a little bit more a little bit later. But let me show you the basic way of doing a major 7 chord. So play our 1 with our middle finger. Then we're going to play a 3 with our pinky. We're going to play our major 7 with our ring. So it just sound like this. All right. And so our major 7 is just a 7. It's just a 7. We're just playing a 7, the major scale. All right. And so now a major 7 in 3-string form, and because that was a 4-string form, 3-string form would be like this, which should be our 1, 3, and major 7. So middle on the 1, index on the 3, pinky on the 7. So the root of this chord is be our middle, so it's a 1. So okay, those are major 7s. Now minor 7s, instead of just like what I did on the last one, where it was just like, okay, we're gonna just change the 3, you know, or change it to a flat 3, and that'll make it a minor. We do that, but we can't leave the major 7 there, because it's a minor chord. So that major 7 kind of doesn't rub right. So it's like, if I did that, just change my minor and my minor note, my flat 3, or my 3 to a flat 3, it gets this sound. It's like, ooh, that's not a minor 7. No, we gotta change that. So what we're gonna do is we have to change our from a major. What we have to do is we have to flat our 3, and we have to flat our 7. So this is what you get. Okay. So basically, you're taking both of these down, both your ring finger and your pinky down 1 fret. You get a minor 7 chord of whatever note you're playing. This is your root, your A. So this is A major 7, A minor 7. Okay. All right. And so now that's over 4 strings. Here it is over 3 strings. 3 strings is just going to be just like that. It's the same way. Take both of these. Take your index and pinky down 1 fret. and you get a minor 7 over 3 strings. So you got a 1, flat 3, flat 7. Okay? Flat minor 7 on 4 strings, minor 7 over 3 strings. All right? And so that's really, really, really simple. You know, I'm just showing you these for now, and then at the end, I'm going to show you how you can apply them. All right, so the next thing, the last chord we'll go over is the dominant 7 chord. Use it a lot in church, use it a lot in like funky stuff and grooving, you know, all that kind of stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a major. Basically, I'm going to show you how to make it from a major 7 chord. So like once you know your major 7 chord, to make it a dominant is a major chord with the dominant 7. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a 1, a 3, major 3, and instead of playing that major 7, we're going to take that 7 down and we're going to flatten it, and we're going to make it a dominant 7 before flat 7. Like that. Now you have your dominant chord. So which is going to be a 1, flat 7, and 3. A 1 3 flat 7. Okay? And I'm using that with my index, pinky, and middle. So index on the root, which is the A or 1. Pinky's on the 3, and middle's on the flat 7. All right, so that's how you do it over 4 note. Here's how you do it over a 4 string. Here's how you do it over a 3 string way. So it's just going to be 1 3 flat 7. Same chord, just over 3 strings. And remember, you can use these here too. You know what I'm saying? So you could use them over like on the E string or the B string or whatever, but it's definitely a little bit easier than using the other one, which it just depends on how you're using it. But yeah, so that's your dominant chord. So we got this one over 4 strings, and you got this one over 3 strings. So now the big question is, how can we use this in our playing? How can we use these shapes in our playing? And we know, so first we know that the bass is not a guitar, you know, it's not where most of the songs we're gonna be doing is gonna be like, you know, like playing just like all the chords, just like we would a guitar. The notes are like the main part of a bass. We want to make that, you know, have that low note, you know, those low notes. You know, that's our main thing. But we can use these chords to accent different parts, or to make it have like a really cool sound, to accent a lick, or just make it sound really, really cool. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take a kind of a progression and show you how it works. But I'm going to also show you how you can use these chords in a different sense with open strings. So we'll be in the key of D, as in dog. And also, if you don't already know your chords within your major scale, so like if you don't know if 1's major, 2's minor, 3's minor, 4's major, 5's major, so on and so forth, I would suggest you go check out my part 1 of bass modes video, and it will really, really help clear that up for you. It's right at the beginning of the video, so I would check that out. So all the people who do know it, we're gonna play 4, and then we're gonna play 2, and then we're gonna play 6. All right, and so we know that this is a major, minor, and a minor chord, and so we can use our chords in this sense. So the way I would do it is, and the reason I chose this key is because we have 2 open strings. So I have a 5 string, so I have an open B and an open E. So our 2 is an E, and our 6 is a B. So what we could use with these chords is we can use the chords that we just learned with an open string. So what we could do is play. Okay, so watch this. All right. So that's these are like the chords that everybody wants to know, everybody hears, a lot of people do. And all it is just taking, all right, so really what I'm doing is I'm taking that, that 4-note or 4 string shape that we did of the major or minor 7 or major 7, is instead of playing it down here really low, let me play it on the B, is I'm going to separate it. And since I have this B as an open string, I'm going to put these two, take up these 2 notes, the minor 7 and the flat 3, or the minor 3, up a fret. So up here, and so like when I play it, instead of playing it like, or I could play it like this. And it gives it more of a separation. It makes it a little bit, makes more tension. It makes this like, whatever that is sick, because it's like, it's high and it's low, but it's not like kind of just jumbled together. Because when I do it here, it's a little bit more jumbled together. But when I do it here, it's more separated, and it makes it cleaner, and the sound, you can hear it pokes out more. Same with the E, because the E is open. We have an E string open. So when I go to this E, you could play a E minor 7, on the 3-string E minor 7, or you can play it like this, play it like that, because you could play it like that, but playing it with this octave up makes it have that separation. That separation is real nice and really cool. And so the way you play it, and you're probably wondering, it's like, man, what is that thing he's doing, like, to kind of slide into it? All I'm doing is with minor chords, I like to, I pluck with my index finger on the D string, and I slide up to the fret before the fret that I'm going to. So I slide right there just by plucking that one to like, and then when I get there, I pinch or pull this finger down, flatten this finger out, and hit the same fret on the G string like that. So it'd be like, so like that. And then after that, I just slide both of them up to the notes they're supposed to go to. It just kind of gives like a pulling, like kind of like a pulling kind of thing that happens. It's like, it kind of pulls you into the chord rather than just giving you a straight chord. It kind of, it kind of pulls your ear into it. So the way it goes, let me do it slow. Okay, do it again. Even slower. And I do the same thing with the one up here with the B. I kind of use these fingers this way. All right, and that's what I do for the minor 7 chords. Major 7 chords, same way, but you're gonna do it a whole step instead of going, or like going a half step. We're gonna go a whole step, like that, because these notes are in the key, that major 7. And so, yeah, it's the same way whenever doing any other chord, any of these 4-string chords or shapes of chords. So I could do my minor 7 like that, or major 7, because you remember you just take it up. So just like that. So, or I can even do any of those other chords that we learned today. So I could do the dominant chord. So you remember the dominant chord over. That dominant chord, you probably hear that a lot in gospel and a lot of funky blues stuff. So all I'm going to do is just slide this up and then play it. Just like that. And so the way you could use it is So you just think about when you look at that modal video and you start seeing the chords that you can use, it's like, oh, okay. Now you can take these triads and use them whenever you're playing a song. So right now we're playing this groove, this 4, we're in the key of D, so it's playing 4, 2, 6. Or you can think about it in chords, 4 major, 2 minor, or 6 minor. So when you think about it like that, now you have like, now I know I can play a major chord over that, or minor chord over that, or a minor 7 over that B right there, that's 6. All right, so now when I'm playing it, I don't even have to do it every one. I could just kind of be selective of what I want to use it for. Now let's try it separated out, kind of. I missed that second. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to be notified, so you can be notified whenever a new video is uploaded. Thank you guys so much for your support. In the description you can find some of my favorite equipment, and if you want to message me, ask me any questions, drop a comment below, or hit me up on my Instagram channel at @Dykes, and I'll be sure to comment ASAP. I'll see y'all later.